Thank you, guys. Thank you. NBA one-on-one tournament. Man, that's a hard one. It's kind of up for grabs. Probably somebody, maybe KD, like height, size, shooting ability. I think those all play in. I think he'd have a good a shot as anybody. Yeah. Um, Toughest individual player I've had to guard so far in my career. Back in 2019, Rockets, James Harden. Yep. Hate it. No chance. I think it would really mess up the spacing of the game, first of all, because there would be no point in being in the corners at all. So it would change the way offense, like completely the way offense is run and everything is run. And I don't, I think those changes would be hard to anticipate right now, but they would be immense. And I think the corner three is very valuable in today's game. And, yeah, I think it would have a lot of implications, though, in how it's played. So I don't like it. Yeah. I think it's from a management perspective, how he manages us, emotions, whether we're winning, losing. I've tried to keep a keen eye out for how he approaches us on a day-to-day basis, and I thought he's done a really good job so far. Biggest resilience, for sure. Bouncing back from failures, learning to bet on yourself and count on yourself, and always competing. Last thing that I searched on, probably restaurants, food. Yeah. Face of the NBA next 5 years, probably Vic. Packed. Every time. Yep. We played Los Angeles Lakers 2019 November, so this is early in the season. It was a home game in Phoenix, but the whole crowd was purple and gold. It kind of, clued me into how much gravity specific players, such in this case as LeBron, have over fan bases. Oh, man, there's so many. Let me think on that and get back to you. Yeah. Yeah. The contest in itself? Yeah, because it's a bigger part of the game. I get what you're saying. The method of shooting is a little bit different than in-game shooting, but yeah, I'd agree. I think it has a little bit more importance now with how important the three is to the game overall. Just let it fly. Let it fly. Go out there and just try to get in the flow and let it fly. As a shooter, I'm always say yes. Aura? Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot of aura in the NBA. I'd say the whole experience. You got to get close with guys that you've been competing against for so long, travel the world. I think we literally did a circle around the world. So just that whole experience, learning, competing in practice, competing against other countries is a lot of fun. My Filipino friend. Oh, I have a lot of Filipino friends, and they all can hoop. Yep. Player I'd want to go on vacation with. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really thought of that. Let me think on that. Sport. Like, probably a soccer ball then. Yep. Oh man, we have a pool of all-stars right here in this building. That would be great, all of them. Say it again. Any athlete? I think I would be a. I want to be do NASCAR race car drivers count? Yeah, let me do that. Yep. Famous contact? My little brother Puff. He played great the other day, and I wish him the best. I've been saying it all along. I think he's regaining form, slowly, getting his conditioning back, his feel back, and I think his first game in LA was really good for him. One NBA rule. I don't know. I don't really have a good answer for that. I haven't had a good answer for that. Let me think about it. Who's struggling? Oh, any kid struggling with three-point shooting? Go back to the basics. Go back to form shooting. Go back to the fundamentals. Don't get too hung up on the results of shooting. Focus on the process more. Steph Curry. Math equation in terms of what? Anything? Y equals mx plus b. Best trash talker. I think Ant's a good trash talker. Yeah, he's a he likes to chat out there. Worst trash talker, I don't think I pay that much attention if they're that bad. He's just a calm, even-keeled guy. He doesn't get too riled up, and when he does, he has his moments. But for the most part, he's just very calm, even-keeled, chill, easy to talk to guy. It's such a good field, man. It's a lot of good contestants out there. I think one guy you can't bet against in this situation is Dame, with the experience and kind of championship pedigree that he has. Two-on-two, another NBA player. Jordan. I would love two guys, but it's dangerous, fingers getting caught up in there, especially at the, physicality level that we play at. I would like to, but I just think it'd be too dangerous. If I played baseball, I would definitely be wearing them. You'd love to see it, but I'm sure they have their valid reasons. Yeah, it's incredible. It definitely deserves all the recognition in the world. Nobody else has been able to do it, and I don't really see there being an easy path to anybody doing it again in the future. That's none of my business. I don't care about that. My job is to compete at the highest level. That's what I'm paid to do. That's what I'm expected to do. And win games for our team, for our city, give our fans something to cheer for. And management handles what management handles, front office does, ownership does. Our job as players and our coaching staff is to go out and compete every day. There's adversity when it comes to that, but it's just things you block out, because when we're on the court, there's myself and four other teammates or whoever else is on the court. We trust in each other, and we'll compete. I came to realize the importance of threes as I got better at math and realized that 3 points is worth a lot more than two. And then you break down the percentages and the effective field goal rates of both, and it just points to three-pointers being a very viable option. Now, that doesn't mean you just go and jack three-pointers, because they're very easy to miss at the same time. So it's about quality three-pointers. So I don't think it's an issue as much as people are making it out to be. I understand the concern. I think the adaptation now is for defenses to take away threes more, because if threes are successful, then as defenses, your job is to limit those amount of three-point attempts, which then would open up the game even further for pace and space. And I don't know, what do people want to see? Dunks and stuff? You know what I mean? I don't know what people want to see. I don't know what the complaint exactly is, but I don't think it's a bad thing. But I do think defenses will start to adjust to take threes away more. WNBA player. I love our hometown Liberty girls. They, WNBA champs, fantastic season. So them aside, I'd say Asia. I think it would look like today's NBA. I think what we can't discount here is things have evolved in a very specific and almost, the game is evolving towards what's most efficient, what's best, what's most, successful. And our job as players and coaches in the league is simply to win games, kind of by any means, right? And so if that requires shooting 53s and that wins you a championship, then I'm going to shoot 53s, So until another formula comes along that's how it's going to happen. And, in my limited time in the NBA so far, I've seen ways in which the league has changed from an offensive, defensive perspective in terms of like the sets. Because, sets across the league, there's only so many. Teams are going to run basically the same stuff, just different versions based on their personnel and coaching staff. I've seen these changes, smaller in my years, but I've seen them, and they all kind of point towards what's the trends. It's, it's a trend-based league. And so I do think I think the concerns are a little overblown and nitpicking, if I'm going to be honest. This is a little bit probably off the track of your question, but I think the potential expansion of the league, adding maybe 2 more teams, I think that's a really cool idea. Man, I was already asked that one. I don't know. You're going to have to go around this media day roundtable. There's a lot of guys with Aura playing in a game tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.